What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Gamster coming at you for another video today. We're going to be talking about episode 103. Just got done watching it, so let's go ahead and talk about it, shall we? We leave off right where the episode just picks up. Android 17 is fighting Ruby. She's extremely angry. Her friend Dashka just got rained out. She's like, the love and hope of Universe 2 is going to keep going. We're going to keep fighting. You're a fiend. You're evil. He says, so me will hunt. And 17 and Ruby just start fighting off one after the other, just trading blows like it means nothing. It's completely crazy. We see Goku fighting Ruby or Roshi or something like that, something with an R. I can't remember the name. She's like fighting off with different Kai blasts. Goku's dodging it. He's able to get a few off of them. He starts dodging more, and Beerus is like he's gonna get cornered. And as soon as that happens, we see where she finally gets him in a compromising position. Then 17 sees, he goes in for the save. He uses his shield to protect himself from Goku. He says, you're alright, you need a hand? He says, no, I got it. And then he let his guard down again. Ruby gets mad. She says, how dare you ignore me? He says, sorry about that. And they start trading blows again. Goku is adapting the style of the fighter that he's fighting. He's not learned your style. He gets her cornered and he gets her blown almost out off the stage. And as soon as that happens, Ruby Ann comes with a save. She's, hold on, you're okay. She's, yeah, I'm fine. She says, we're not gonna let you win. And 17 goes, how about you just get yourselves off and just save us the hassle. They know they cannot win against Goku and 17, so then the Yard Rat of Universe 2 uses instant transmission to get them out of there. Elise is very afraid that she's going to lose her maidens, and he says that's why we have knights. And again, the Yard Rat comes and saves them. He says we must retreat. And then you see Beerus saying, he says that he's let his guard down again. Choppa's saying, well, don't you need to worry about other fighters? And he sees Gohan and Piccolo and Gohan look at Batamo from Universe 6. He goes, of course, we run into Batamo, that idiot. And then he tells Piccolo, he says, I got this. He says, all right. He says, go for it. And he starts saying, he says, since he's not able to feel no attacks, how are you going to be able to do this, Gohan? And before then, you see 17 telling Goku, he says, keep fighting, hope you don't drop guard. He says, I know. And then as soon as Gohan just starts landing uppercuts after one after another, starting to fight, he's okay, how am I going to do this? He starts fighting again, and then Batamo's like, all right, kid, just go for it. And then you see Goku come, and he says, yo, Piccolo, he says, what'd you come see your son's fight? He says, yeah, it looks interesting. He says, I wonder how he's going to do it. He says, yeah, well, I did tell him about how Batamo fights. He says, oh, we're going to come up with some type of a plan. So then Batamo says he's going to start fighting, but Gohan's just landing uppercuts one after the other, gets his butt off the ground, and he is moving further and further off the stage. And then you see where Choppa's telling him, fight back, do something, you idiot, you're going to be ringed off. And he starts throwing blasts off his mouth, and then nothing happens. He is like, I can't do nothing, I can't fight. And then Gohan just literally kicks him in the air, uses a Kamehameha wave, gets him off the stage. He says, you're done. He says, you underestimated your enemy. He says, therefore, you're not that much of an enemy. And he says, damn it, I'm going to take you with me. And as soon as he has a Kai Blast come out of his mouth towards Gohan, Gohan deflects it. They automatically think Gohan has let his guard down, but he didn't. Then it goes right back to, of course, the Zenos. They're like saying, ooh, this person's out, and then we also see where the Yard Rat takes off another warrior from Universe 10 off. And then we also see that Batamo is the first warrior of Universe 6 to go. So then it goes where Goku's like, he says, good luck, Piccolo. He says, keep going. He says, yeah, just leave your guard. Don't leave your guard down. He says, I know. And this is the third time he's heard about letting his guard down. So Goku is letting his guard down too much. And we also go to where two Universe warriors from Universe 10, Booney or something, and another warrior challenged Piccolo and Gohan. He says, you're a fine warrior. He says, let's fight. So they start fighting. Gohan takes one, Piccolo takes the other. They start fighting, and he says, I've been waiting for a warrior like you. They start fighting more. They're kind of evenly matched. He says, I know you're going to fight me. And then Piccolo's taking off another. He kind of surprised Piccolo, and then Piccolo starts using Kai Blast. He uses his grenade launcher to just devastate him and renders him unconscious. And he says, rules are rules. He says, you're out. And he just throws him, and Kai's blasts him out. That is another warrior of Universe 10 gone. And then you see Kawasu going, he says, I think we need to accept our fate, we're going to lose. So it was really interesting to see Kawasu like this. I felt a little bit bad for him because of everything he's been through with Goku Black, Zamasu dealing with this. It's really interesting that he's going to be erased. So it goes right to Gohan fighting off the main warrior. He goes, "Don't worry." He says, "We're gonna have him. We should be fine." And you see where this warrior has gained a little bit of respect for Gohan because he tells him, because he starts using a technique able to replicate himself into clones. And he tells Gohan that he's able to, he's like fighting, and Gohan's trying to get his movements, trying to find him, and Gohan's having a little trouble. Then he has to go ultimate form. Piccolo is observing this fight like a true master any people would. So then you see where Goasu's getting a little better. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna win." And then the Angel Universe 10 says, "I thought you needed to accept our fate." And then she says, and he says, "Well," he says, "I never thought I'd be clinging to life like I am, so I think he's gonna be our last hope." So then Romashu, he's saying, "Yeah, we're gonna win, we're gonna be okay." Gohan starts fighting back, and then in ultimate form, he says, "You're a true warrior, holding back." He says, "I knew you were gonna be a good warrior." He says, "Now it's time to get serious." So they start training blow for blow. Gohan finally is able to get a counter, because every time he does it, he hits him, he's able to sense him, and then he's able to fight back. Whis is understanding this because he says it's a secret technique that warriors have learned from other universes, and Krillin says it's ancient technique. How's Gohan's going to do it? So every counter that this guy does, Gohan's able to go back, and that renders them both a little bit out of stamina because it does damage Gohan and it also damages the warrior. So they're kind of evenly matched. And what gets me though is he asks Gohan by name. He asks, he says, "You're a good warrior." He says, "May I know your name?" He tells him, "Son Gohan from Universe 7. And he says, "I'm glad I met you." He says, "But I have something to protect too." So he finally just unleashes, and Gohan just starts unleashing. And Gohan finally knocks him and then gives him a Kamehameha wave, knocking him off stage. He is the last warrior from Universe 10 to drop. And he also finds out that there's a locket that Gohan saw of a picture of him and his family, and that is what he was fighting for. And he could not look at nobody. He says, "I'm sorry, Goasu," and then they get erased. The same animation that they used in the last erasing. So now Universe 10 is gone. It's been confirmed. Gohan felt a little bad because he can relate to this warrior because he is fighting for Videl and his child. So he really did relate to this. And I think if they go, and this has been an observation, if they do use the Super Dragon Balls to bring all these universes back, I think this warrior and Gohan could be tag team partners or possibly training, have a mutual respect for one another. And it was really good to see that because Gohan was in the same position as this warrior was, trying to be there for their families, to fight for their survival. And I think that's what got to Gohan, was that he's in the same position. And Piccolo looks at him and says, "Let's go." He says, "Yes." So that's how that ends. And then it goes right to where it shows Hit and Dispo going into next week's episode, which it goes into next week's episode. Looks like another Pride Trooper as well as Dispo gives Hit some trouble, and then Goku comes in for the save in Super Saiyan God form. And that is how next week's episode is going to go. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that. We're going to be seeing a little bit of trouble with Goku as well as with Hit. So there's going to be a lot of action in next week's episode. But guys, this episode was absolutely incredible. Got to see a lot of Gohan. Got to see another universal race. It didn't really mess with anyone. They were like holy shit, this is getting more intense by every race. So like we may see two get erased at the same time in one episode. Who knows? The only guy that did not seem very phased about this was Portilla. He was like, ha ha ha, like first come first serve or whatever the case may be. He is very confident about himself. He thinks his universe is going to win, even though he came with only 8 warriors. So it really goes on who's going to be in the next universe or race. Honestly, I give you guys my thoughts, maybe that in another video. I will definitely be doing that, but this was an amazing episode, guys. I really enjoyed it more than last week's episode because Universe 2, I'm not really feeling, but Universe 10, I was really like, wow, I can't believe they just got erased. And Gohan and Piccolo were the main ones left to give the rest of the Universe 10 warriors out off stage. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, hashtag notification squad. Every time you guys know that I upload a video, you guys will be notified. Also, follow me down my links down below, Twitter, Instagram. That way, you guys are notified every time when I'm upload a video, picture, whatever it is about my life. That way, you guys are constantly updated about whatever I'm doing. Also, comment down below what you guys thought about the episode. Also, what you guys think about all the things I said. Do you like it? Do you relate to it? What do you guys think about the episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Whatever it could be. Also, what do you think about next week's episode? I'm also going to be doing a video about that, so stay tuned, as well as possible other videos I have in mind for you guys that I'm definitely going to be putting in I'm gonna be working on it tonight or tomorrow or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you not, go check out the episode on Crunchyroll or on YouTube, whatever it may be on. And I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video.